It started like any other 2000.
You threw off my groove. Look at me in my bad self.
The Emperor's New Groove.
Emperor's New Groove?
What, was funk already taken?
The Emperor's New Rad Awesome!
Disney is so desperate.
Come on, kids, we're still cool. We have half a Tommy Boy!
Nobody thought it would be anything.
Oh, hey, did you hear Emperor's New Groove had the lowest box office for a Disney anime film since the 80s?
Well, that's what they get for trying to pander to what's cool.
Right?
Oh, look, 2000 stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But then something happened.
Oh, hey, did you see? We're reviewing Emperor's New Groove today.
Oh, yeah, I remember that movie being funny.
Stuff changed.
Wait a minute. I thought we all agreed this movie was lame.
When I gave it a chance, got a few laughs out of me.
A David Spade Disney film?
Sometimes. David Spade can be funny.
What was once laughed at for good reasons is now laughed at for the intentional reasons.
Rob, something's going on.
Well, what is it?
Remember that cringy Disney animated sellout film from 2000?
No, but I remember The Emperor's New Groove. That was pretty funny.
You swear it was critically panned, ridiculed by audiences, universally forgotten. But somewhere along the line, stuff changed.
Malcolm, what year is it?
2025?
What color's the sky?
Blue? For now.
What is the Emperor's New Groove?
Okay.
You don't remember when it happened. You don't remember why it happened. You just know stuff changed.
I'm not crazy. I know we all agreed years ago this movie was bad. Well, you were right to call yourself back in the year 2000, because I can say with all certainty that the Emperor's New Groove is...
Squeaky, squeaker.
What? Emperor's New Groove is what?
Squeakity squeak.
Charming. No. Delightful. No. Worth all the memes.
Not that bad. Not that bad. Not that bad.
No.
Not that bad.
Yeah.
Not that bad.
Nostalgia Critic is in desperate need of real problems.
Hey, that's not called for. This shit was weird. Public opinion changing about film is nothing new. But in the case of The Emperor's New Groove, this wasn't a bad movie that people started off hating. It didn't even get that far. This was seen as a nothing flick. Not just a nothing flick, a desperate nothing flick. Just about everything associated with this film, from the advertising to the lead actor to just the title alone, many of the time connected to desperate and lackluster, when Disney was putting out a lot of desperate and lackluster material. Even the origins of the film seemed desperate for an identity. As a documentary called The Sweatbox revealed, it was a serious retelling of The Prince and the Pauper in the Incan Empire that was going to utilize some of Disney's top-end animation. But over time it became not that. But to the film's credit, it pivoted hard, throwing itself 100% into a fourth wall-breaking comedy, and over the years, it acquired quite a following. The film's been constantly memed, people dress up like the characters, it got a high school TV show because the universe was willing that into existence a lot back then. It found its fan base. But I will admit, I was still in the camp of finding it underwhelming. Yes, there are some good laughs in it, but I only saw it once and didn't remember it winning me over. I can't say I disliked it, I just don't remember it leaving that big an impression on me. All these years later and all these memes later, and it's totally possible I missed something. So I'm gonna sit down and see if it's as underwhelming as I remember it, or see if finally it's all coming together. So, how are things in America after the year 2000?
This is probably for the best.
Let's take a look at Emperor's New Groove. It starts off with David Spade playing our hero Cusco, and I can't be alone in saying as someone who's only seen this movie once, it is so hard not to call him Couscous, showing the terrible fate that he's going through.
Pretty pathetic, huh? Well, you'll never believe this, but that llama you're looking at was once a human being.
No, he wasn't. He was David Spade. Yeah, I'll just say it. Your enjoyment of this movie is gonna weigh heavily on what you think of David Spade. And I'll be honest, he's just not my thing. I don't hate him or anything. I'll even dislike him. I've seen him on interviews and everything. He's got a lot of talent. It's just his particular style of smarminess doesn't make me chuckle much. Like, you know those comedians who don't always need good writing, their delivery alone can make anything funny? David Spade needs good writing.
Okay, this is the real me. Not this. This. Not this. Winner, loser.
Like, this is our strong opening joke, I guess.
Oh, look at me. That's me as a baby.
cool. Also, you might get me to change my mind on the movie, but I'm sorry, you are not getting me to change my mind on the title. Why were films trying to give this word a resurgence at the end of the 20th century? I'm sorry, unless this guy's on the poster, it is just not gonna sound cool.
Oh yeah.
As you may guess, Cusco is a spoiled brat, ruling the Incan Empire with a golden fist.
Butler? Jeff? Theme song guy.
Oh yeah!
Tom Jones' version of Hercules Paul Schaefer. He's cruel to everyone he encounters, even people who interrupt his dancing.
I'm sorry, but you've thrown off the Emperor's groove.
Oh no!
You were saying?
Ah yes, Groove and Riverdance this time period really didn't want to let go. That inability to move on should only be reserved for online creators.
It is time for you to choose your bride.
After how we see Disney designs their princesses.
Hate your hair. Not likely. Yikes. Let me guess, you have a great personality.
And okay, that reaction's pretty great. We're introduced to Pacha, played by John Goodman, who's there to see the Emperor after a quick conversation with Old Man Piglet.
I threw off the Emperor's groove.
Don't throw off his groove!
Okay.
Where the groove?
Hey.
I wouldn't have imagined that's the one actor to make that word funny. Good job. We're introduced to the Emperor's advisor and her bodyguard, Yzma and Kronk, played by Eartha Kitt and Patrick Warburton.
You were doing it again.
Doing what?
Doing my job.
I've come to stop you from stealing
The throne?
No, the movie. You're clearly the funniest part of it. Yeah, it probably comes as no surprise, but Yzma and Kronk are probably the funniest duo in Disney history. Yeah, move over Mike and Sully, to hell with Timon and Pumbaa. The hell they get on the list? But some genius in casting knew teaming up these actors who are complete opposites would be comedy gold. Remember how he said some people can make anything funny? You are listening to two of those people.
Take it, Kronk. Feel the power.
Oh, I can feel it.
On top of that, their animation is stellar. The comedic timing for their slapstick is some of the best out there. All stemming from Yzma's intelligence and weak body, clashing with Kronk's strong physique and peanut brain.
The poison for Cusco. The poison chosen specially to kill Cusco. Cusco's poison. That poison?
Yes, that poison.
These characters are so well laid out. Not only does Yzma have comically long nails, but her eyelashes have comically long nails. Who thinks of that?
Whoa, look at these wrinkles. What is holding this woman together?
So you know how these stories go. The Emperor is selfish, but for some reason doesn't put together the obvious villains are trying to take over his kingdom.
By the way, you're fired.
All right, that's kind of refreshing. And we see Pacha has a meeting with Cusco.
You got a pretty sweet little setup there on top of that hill, don't ya? I just needed an insider's opinion before I okayed this spot for my pool.
Correct me, but he is Aladdin shrunk in the wash, right? I guess I do kind of like they make their main characters so evil, even the villains look friendly by comparison.
Welcome to Cusco-topia, my ultimate summer getaway. It's my birthday gift to me.
It'll cost the equivalent of one Disney anything. Pacha is crushed. This village is about to be crushed, and speaking of crushing, Yzma is doing the same with statues of Cusco's head, plotting her revenge.
Does he, a little to the left, have any idea of who he's dealing with?
Again, if you watch the documentary, this is pretty much how the development of the movie went.
Pull the lever, Kronk. Wrong lever! Why do we even have that lever?
Who even thought to make the crocodile bark? Every scene with them, I just discover more and more comedy.
I'll just poison him with this. Our moment of triumph approaches.
I'm gonna sing a fantastic song that'll get cut because it didn't match the original story.
Seriously, just change the lyrics. That song should be in this.
I am one hungry king of the world.
Despite firing them, Cusco accepts Yzma's invitation to dinner because he literally can't imagine anybody disliking him.
So, he seems nice.
He is.
So you may have noticed this movie, by Disney standards, is a little cheap looking. Ironic because this actually did cost more than usual. A lot of that is probably due to the retooling as, again, when you know the production's history, it's amazing it even made it to a release date. But the film thankfully does embrace its cheapness. If it can't be expensively epic, it can at least be comedically stylized.
So, what are you gonna do? I mean, you've been around here a long time. I really mean a long time.
They plan to poison him, but he instead turns into a llama. And the reason is pretty hilarious.
Let me see that vial.
You know, sometimes a good Mad Magazine fold-in is all you need. Yzma orders Kronk to dispose of the Emperor and...
Guess where I am right now? In the bag.
Stop talking over their scenes. You do not interrupt Patrick Warburton's voice whenever it's doing anything! Case in point, Kronk gets second thoughts about drowning him, resulting in a routine that's been done to death, but again, some good acting and odd reasoning give it a fresh spin.
Number one, look what I can do.
What does that have to do with anything?
No. He's got a point.
Hear me out. I think the Angel and Devil need their own Disney Plus show. He decides to save him, but accidentally tosses him in Pacha's cart, who doesn't know how to tell his family their whole village is going under.
2 seconds here. I'm the one in the cart, remember? This story's about me, not him.
Is it too late to red pen David Spade's character out of this? Again, I can't even pretend I hate him, but after these two, it's kinda like having KFC after Popeyes. You're just gonna notice what doesn't work more.
No touchy.
Pacha finds Cusco in his bag, and Cusco assumes that Pacha's the one who kidnapped him and turned him into a llama.
Oh, wait. I know you.
You were like half my act in the 90s. You look good, all things considered.
I want to get out of this body, wouldn't you? Now let's go.
Pacha says he'll get him back to the palace if he agrees to build his summer home somewhere else. Cusco refuses and tries to make his way back by himself, but finds the jungle is far more dangerous than he thought. Okay, I gotta get 2 points. No kid's gonna understand a fly reference. Funny enough, the most threatening animal in the jungle seems to be a squirrel. Squirrels don't have balloons. This is stupid.
No.
I do really like the look on his face there. Like, that's the face of a killer from Breaking Bad. He has murdered before and enjoyed it. They run through clearly the leftover background from Tarzan when Pacha decides to swing in and save him. Why does everybody keep having a change of heart about this character?
Uh-oh.
Don't tell me. We're about to go over a huge waterfall.
Yep.
Sharp rocks at the bottom?
Most likely.
Bring it on.
Okay, to this constantly overused trope's credit, this was kind of a new joke back then. They sorta, he's behind me, isn't he, of the early 90s. Tired now, but kinda new at the time.
Your Highness, can you hear me?
Cusco doesn't seem to be breathing though, so Pacha gives him mouth to mouth. I just assume there's already confusing fan art of him mid-transformation. The internet doesn't need more material. Kronk accidentally lets it slip that Cusco might still be alive, so Yzma says they have to journey to the forest to finish the job.
Now let's move!
Yeah, look out!
Tipo, what is it?
The villain scenes are over. Now the rest of the movie has to keep going.
Pacha's kid said he had a dream about his father being in danger, and he isn't far off, as Cusco agrees not to destroy his village, but quickly reneges when he thinks he's made it home.
You're gonna leave me here?
Well, I was gonna have you in prison for life, but I kinda like this better.
Again, this guy is so unlikable, but I will admit it is a little refreshing seeing a Disney lead be this awful. We really do need Moana cooking the chicken or something. The bridge collapses, so they have to find a way back up the hill.
Push against my back, and we'll walk up the hill.
Ow! You did that on purpose.
Okay, a funny line delivery out of him. It only took 40 minutes, but we got there.
You know, it's a good thing you're not a big fat guy, or this would be really difficult.
That's another great delivery. Is this where finally Hunter Biden said it gets really funny?
Jesus wasn't walking around in a robe with no underwear hanging out with prostitutes.
I think he was.
Look out!
I do like his redemption is both really quick and really slow at the same time. Like he goes back on his promise a lot, yet he still saves Pacha. He also says he's still destroying their village, but Pacha says in their 4-day travel he thinks he can change his mind. It's complicated, but also believable given what we know about these two.
What are the chances of you carrying me?
Not good.
Oh, come on. It'll be like when you carry most of the counters. Pacha disguises Cusco so he doesn't draw attention. Ew. But it looks like Yzma and Kronk are eating in the same restaurant.
Hey, don't I know you?
I don't think so.
Wrestled you in high school.
I don't remember that, no.
It's kind of funny seeing Dan from Roseanne and Putty from Seinfeld together in an animated kids comedy. Twice.
Is there or is there not anything edible?
When both tables have an issue with the chef leaves, and as you'd imagine, hijinks ensue.
Can I order the potatoes as a side dish?
I'll have to charge you full price.
Hey, how about a side of potatoes, my buddy?
You got it. You want cheese on those potatoes?
Thank you, Kronk.
And I'll have the French farce, thank you. Yep, this is very basic farce, but because it's animation, they can get the timing down a little quicker and sharper, resulting in our heroes escaping by singing a birthday song on Yzma.
Happy, happy birthday, and all your dreams come true. We wish you a happy birthday.
It's your birthday!
No, seriously, these need to be characters you can rent for kids' parties. Pacha says Yzma and Kronk are in the restaurant and Kuzco confuses them for trying to save him.
You don't want to take me back to the palace. You want to keep me stranded out here forever.
No!
Yeah, this is the lame misunderstanding that usually makes it into these comedies, and I gotta say, I thought they saved it for the third act. Oh, we're in the third act. God, this movie moves fast.
There'll be no more diversions until we track that llama down and kill him.
They split up, and eventually Kuzco learns that Pacha was right, and they're trying to kill him. And this brings us to where the film started, where the current version of Kuzco actually disagrees with the narrator version of Kuzco about who was wrong.
Give it a rest up there, will you? I'm just telling them what happened. Who are you kidding, pal? They saw the whole thing. They know what happened.
And I know this is gonna sound weird, but I could have used more of that. There was something weirdly existential about all this. Even the way he delivered it felt surprisingly dramatic.
Well, yeah, but just leave me alone.
Now, I'm not kidding when I say, had they done more with this, like Kermit talking to himself in the Muppet movie, or Remy talking to his imagined version of the chef in Ratatouille, I think this could have been a unique way to do some character development. And yeah, this is usually where I say the film drags on and takes itself too seriously, but honestly, it wraps up the lame moping and doping sequences pretty quick.
You tired of being a llama?
Yes!
Why do we think there'd be funny material with this? Who knows anything about llamas? Kronk finally puts together Pacha was the guy at the restaurant who took the Emperor.
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
There's nothing I can say that can top the funniest meme you've seen of this, so here's my personal favorite. Luckily, Pacha gets his wife the news, and they plan to get rid of them while our heroes make a run for it.
Hey, was it a good idea to leave your family with those two?
Oh, don't worry. They can handle themselves.
Missed opportunity, he show said, you're right, who knows what my family will do to them? Sure enough, they do have a plan, locking them in the closet, and... oh, I don't even think I can explain it, you just gotta see it. That is some of the funniest Disney animation since Hook and the Crocodile. And I know I had my complaints before about character and being invested and some of the humor not working, but I am not kidding. Literally, the last 15 minutes is nothing but jokes. It's like they shrugged and said, yeah, sorry about the emotional moments. Disney had us put those in because parents would complain there needed to be a lesson. We're literally gonna do nothing but make you laugh for the rest of the movie. And it is really good at it. The last chunk of this movie is damn hilarious, with them chasing each other around the kingdom and making it back to the castle. You want proof they just don't care and they're only going for the humor? Look at this when the villains make it back to the castle before them despite being miles behind.
How did you get back here before us?
How did we, Kronk?
Well, you got me. By all accounts, it doesn't make sense.
I love they had an hour of character building and they're just like, screw it, let's just make them laugh. I've just never seen a Disney film do that before. Not only is this last third really funny, like the most consistently funny stuff in the film, but it actually kind of makes up for the weaker moments earlier, because you could argue it was building all that up just to not use it and acknowledge it doesn't really matter. You can argue it's not the best storytelling, but it is some great joke telling. There's even a good wrap-up to the Angel and Devil gag. I didn't even need a wrap-up.
Sorry, I'm late. So, what'd I miss?
Well, Yzma just tossed me this knife and asked me to, you know, take them out. And then this...
Cut to Russell Crowe saying, the Angel, he never ages! Even when the film has a perfect out, like they could have killed off Yzma here, they're like, nah, we got some more jokes we want to try out. Ah, great, now it's home on the range.
Hey, I've been turned into a cow. Can I go home?
You're excused. Anyone else?
No, we're good. We're good.
Christ, when did this get so consistently funny? The film suddenly catches fire and nothing can put it out. My only issue when Yzma takes the potion, you totally could have done a Catwoman joke here.
Is that my voice? Is that my voice? Oh well.
She gets the potion that can turn back into human. So funny. But they eventually get it back and return Kuzco to human. He turns over a new leaf, Pacha's village is saved, his wife gives birth, and do you care? The movie clearly doesn't. That's bizarrely a good thing.
I'm so proud of you guys.
Okay. I have no idea if this is intentional at all, but that song clearly doesn't go. That's something you'd hear at the end of Beauty and the Beast or Hunchback, movies that tried. But here, that just kind of makes the comedy even funnier, like the troll cherry on top. Okay, whew. That was The Emperor's New Groove. I gotta say, I think I see it now. Through most of the movie, I was riding the same opinion I had on it years ago, which was, I love the villains but found everything else underwhelming. However, I completely underestimated the ending of this film and how funny it was. Again, it isn't that they saved the best material for later, it's that they did a complete 180 and in such a humorous way, it suddenly makes the mere existence of the weaker moments funny. I'm still not gonna pretend it's one of the great comedies, there's lots of moments I can point to that don't work, but it is crazy quotable, has some great slapstick animation, and honestly, I can't think of many animated Disney films that commit this hard to the humor. There's certainly been Disney comedies in the past, even ones that break the fourth wall, but to joyfully stop focusing on the story and characters and completely go for laughs is surprisingly admirable and, no surprise, really funny. Yeah, I think it's grown on me. I think I understand the appeal of it. It isn't just the villains. Whether this was an intentional abandonment of traditional Disney or an unintentional one, they certainly figured out in the long run how to keep us laughing years later. I'm a nostalgia critic. I remember. What are you looking at?
Nothing.
Looks like you're waiting for something.
Maybe.
Hey, by the way, that wasn't cool you taking out the 2000 version of me. For all you know, that could result in now I see what you're waiting for. Bye.
Groove.